Us. She's our resident personal trainer, I guess you could say. She has Not Your Average Boot Camp is what she runs, and she's going to show us some stuff to whip us into shape.
Circuit training, is that what you said?
Yes,
that is
circuit training.
Worst nightmare.
Don't let it scare you. Don't worry. Yeah, today we're going to talk about circuit training, and basically what circuit training is for anyone who's never heard of it is back-to-back exercises. It usually consists of 3 to 4, maybe 5, even 6 exercises. Today we're going to show 3 back-to-back, and the reason that's important is because basically the more you're working back-to-back, the higher caloric expenditure you're going to produce. So.
And these are also kind of weight-bearing exercises, so they're more in the strength training. And you always tell us it builds muscle and then your metabolism stays elevated.
Exactly.
I am listening.
See?
Yeah.
She's catching on. But the great thing about a circuit is you can throw in some core, you can throw in some cardio, and you can kind of get more bang for your buck. But also the cumulative effect of doing one exercise after the next and then resting in between rounds gives you that extra muscular fatigue, which already raises your intensity, increases your heart rate, and kind of transfers it over to the exercise to follow.
All right, well, let's see how bad it is. What do we have to do? It sounds great in theory.
Well, today I wanted to show all body weight exercises so that people could, try them at home or try them in their office at the lunch break.
Yeah.
So the first thing is a body weight lunge. So it's a great lower body exercise, but it also is what's called unilateral, meaning one side is being emphasized at a time, and you'll see that theme progress throughout the circuit, which is important because a lot of people have muscular imbalances, and you want to make sure that you're not favoring one side. So a lunge is a great lower body exercise to show that. So in a lunge, you always want to make sure that your toes are facing forward at all times, and that when you step forward, you want to make sure that your back hip is actually going down as opposed to forward. That way, you also want to make sure that your front knee isn't going past your toe, because it puts a lot of unneeded pressure and stress on your knee, and also your spine. So then you can either step through and go on to the next one, or you can do walking ones, traveling lunges. So great lower body, and depending on if you're working out alone, you can say, all right, I'm going to do 8 to 10 on each side, or if you're working out in groups with different fitness levels, you can do it for 30 seconds or 40 seconds at a time.
And you can also do it up on a step, which is a little bit easier. It doesn't put quite so much pressure on your knee.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah, it's it would be a different version of the exercise, but absolutely a step up would be good because it also kind of mimics going upstairs, which is an everyday motion that we do throughout the day.
Okay, so what's next on the circuit?
We've talked about push-ups before, but a lot of times people, if they have any upper body issues, they favor one side. So that's where something called the Spider-Man push-up comes in. So the great thing about this is that you're alternating the position of your hands. So whereas in a normal push-up, both your hands are directly under your shoulders or under your chest, what you're going to do is you're going to have one arm in front and one arm is directly in front. So you have that kind of diagonal line, and then you're going down and up, and then you can switch intermittently.
Oh my gosh.
You can do it on your feet as well to take it up a notch.
So you kind of look like Spider-Man.
Yeah, she makes it look so easy.
I'm trying to get the theme song going too, guys.
All right, so what would be the last item on our...
And then just to kind of take that intensity up, make sure that you're getting that caloric expenditure that you're going for, you want to throw in some sort of cardio. So a jumping jack is a great type of cardio, and the great thing about it is that you can regress it or progress it many different ways, and I'll show you all 3 ways. So for example, if you want to stay low impact because you have back issues, or even just for as you increase your fitness level, everybody knows the standard jumping jack where you're jumping apart and together, but you can also make it low intensity or low impact where you're staying low to the ground, where you're still mimicking the motion, but you're not taking that high impact. And if you want to take it even up a further notch, you can do what's called a power jack, where you're basically squatting down, squatting up. Okay?
Burn those quads
with the arms moving, flapping your wings like a bird.
And on that note, I don't want to see that again because I don't think I could do it. All right, thanks so much. And again, NotYourAverageBootCamp.com. She runs her own boot camp. Leanne Ellington, we'll be right back with more news.
Thanks.
It's the final